Donc, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stay at Home Virtual Online Gala here in Ottawa. Yay! Now, the Stay at Home Gala is held across the country to raise some money for community all across Canada. Donc, il faut bien comprendre que ce n'est pas juste ici, dans la région d'Ottawa, mais c'est dans plus de 22 ou 20 villes à travers le Canada qui se sont rassemblées pour faire ce gala. Excusez-moi, pour faire ce gala. Donc, it's really important to understand it's a collective vision. To strengthen the community connection and raise funds for those impacted by COVID-19. The stay-at-home gala community is borderless and it's now growing around the world. Donc, on parle de non seulement de cette collectivité partout au Canada qui se met ensemble pour ramasser les fonds pour les personnes touchées au niveau du COVID-19. Donc, la communauté du gala qui s'appelle Stay at Home, rester à la maison, est sans frontières. Et elle se développe maintenant tout partout dans le monde. Donc, nous croyons que peu importe où vous êtes, la connexion humaine, l'action collective et le leadership sont essentiels à notre avenir collectif. Donc, we believe that no matter where you are, human connections, collective action, and leadership is critical to a collective future. Donc, c'est dans cette lignée que nous avançons dans ce gala. Donc, you want to see the people that are actually participating because they are the stars, right? Donc, on a des artistes qui sont présents. We actually have artists that are there. We have a main game changer speakers that is already there. But I know you want to see them. But first thing first, we want to see you. Right? So if you can take a picture of yourself and put it on Facebook and hashtag red carpet, that'd be super great. And I know all the people that are actually participating, tous les gens qui participent à ce gala de rester à la maison, you can take your picture too. So they can see the red lipstick of Lisa. They can say the beautiful hair of Natalie. So take your own picture and post it on Facebook right now. So getting glam on Stay Home Carpet hashtag. So you can put Stay Home red carpet. That's the hashtag. You can take a picture and post it on Facebook. And I can actually go on Facebook and see if you are actually participating. That'd be great. That is great. Let me do that. So the hashtag, let me repeat, the hashtag is Stay Home Red Carpet. Vous prenez une photo de vous-même dans votre salon ou dans votre bureau. I'm actually in my office. Donc, je vous rappelle que vous êtes au gala en virtuel, en ligne. Donc, restez à la maison, ici même à Ottawa. Il va y avoir une autre partie au niveau national, mais jusqu'à 8 heures, si je ne m'abuse, à moins que les choses vont changer. Nous sommes ici à Ottawa. Donc, pour tous ceux qui veulent faire aussi des donations, vous pouvez aller directement sur le site web de Stay at Home Gala pour pouvoir donner, parce que le but non seulement de ce spectacle, de ce gala, c'est de pouvoir donner. So if you want to give a donation, you can actually go on the website and still make some donation. We here to have fun, right? Et on est ici pour avoir du plaisir, mais en même temps, cette situation-là nous affecte. Qu'elle vous affecte directement ou qu'elle affecte quelqu'un autour de vous. Je voudrais prendre un moment un moment d'arrêt, I really want to take a moment right there for people that are actually living. And I'm one of the person that actually lost somebody from COVID-19. So it was really important for me today. It's a great challenge for me. I know there's a lot of people who lost someone that they really cherish and love. And I know how you feel. Et ce soir, j'ai décidé de prendre mon courage à deux mains et d'être présent et de dire non au COVID. Et l'une des façons de dire non au COVID, c'est de respecter les règles que le gouvernement nous donne. I know it's not easy to stay home. I know it's not easy to not see your mom, your dad, or anybody that actually close to you, but we have to do it as a community. It comes ce soir, like tonight, we all come together to actually celebrate and be there for everybody who's around. Bienvenue encore à ce gala de rester à la maison. Donc, Dr. Vera was appointed as a medical officer of health for Ottawa Public Health in April 2018. Right, okay, I still have her. Having served as deputy of MOH from 2014 to 2017. Dr. Etches a été publié dans des revues scientifiques à comité de lecture et a été invité à faire des présentations à de nombreuses conférences, non seulement provinciales, mais nationales. Please welcome. I don't know if you can clap, but I will clap for you. S'il vous plaît, veuillez aider-moi à accueillir Dr. Madame Vera Etches.
Bon, vous voulez que je parle maintenant, mais j'attends pour les autres. C'est correct, mais
it's your turn.
Okay, c'est temps pour moi, mais participating in this event really gives me a chance to say thank you and thanking the organizers for reaching out, inviting me. Et à ceux d'entre vous qui participez de votre domicile, je vous remercie pour votre soutien aussi. So as I was preparing for this evening, I wanted to reflect on all that we've accomplished, really, as you had said, Peggy, together as a community in the face of this pandemic. Je me sens chanceuse de pouvoir vivre et travailler et élever ma famille dans une communauté aussi bienveillante et résistante. So I want to thank all of you for doing your part to help flatten the curve when we talk about COVID-19, limiting the transmission. It's not easy, physically distancing. Even something as simple as washing your hands more or not touching your face as often is hard, and it takes effort and practice. Mais vous faites une différence. And so we have seen food banks, shelters, others who serve people with the least disadvantaged have had to really come together and support each other and do more at this time. We've seen neighborhoods and community groups, religious and ethnocultural communities come together to support each other. People need food, they need essential supplies. We've seen businesses have to rethink how they operate. Some are suffering and they've had to make adjustments to protect their clients and employees, but some have had to move entirely into different product lines or curbside delivery. We've seen our hospitals and our healthcare workers, our first responders have to, some of them self-isolate away from their family to protect their family members. So I am thankful for the technology that brings us together, even though we're apart. And I really do think this event is a great example of making the most of a difficult situation. I know we have some elected officials who are supporting the event. I want to thank them because they're really working across different party lines. And so this event makes me also think about the future. The unprecedented efforts that individuals have made really make me think that the future also can be something where we continue to support each other in new ways. I really have little doubt that everyone's dedication, to following the public health guidance will allow us to come back from this situation even stronger and more cohesive as a community. So in the days ahead, we do need to remember, and all of us continue to be generous to people who are not going to be able to bounce back as easily. Qu'il s'agisse de nouveaux arrivants, des personnes vivant dans les refuges, de familles qui dépendent des banques alimentaires ou de personnes ou prises avec des problèmes de santé mentale ou de toxicomanie. Je vous encourage à continuer de penser à ceux qui sont le plus dans le besoin. And if you can, make a donation to your preferred service organization. You know, this is what we're doing with the gala too, is right, to support people. So if you have time, other ways you can help are picking up groceries for a friend or a neighbor, checking in on somebody, even making a phone call can make a big difference. So in the end, I also wanted to just spend a moment to mention self-care and the importance of self-care. You know, when you're on an airplane, if you've been on an airplane, they tell you put on your oxygen mask before you help someone else. And this is true. You need to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Vous devez prendre soin de vous avant de pouvoir prendre soin des autres. So we all need to take time to take care of ourselves if we want to make it across the finish line. And if you're struggling, I do encourage you to ask for help. Our Ottawa Public Health webpage has an incredible variety of different resources to help you during these times. Notre page web de Santé publique Ottawa offre une incroyable variété de ressources pour vous aider, vous et d'autres personnes pendant cette période. So we're all in this together, and thank you for the support that you're providing to others.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much to have shared with us. It's really important to have people gather together and share the experience with us. Merci beaucoup, Dr. Vera. Donc, prochainement, nous allons, il faut avancer. Je vous rappelle encore une fois que vous êtes au Stay at Home Gala, donc au rendez-vous, restez chez soi. Je vois beaucoup de gens qui écrivent, qui disent hey, « J'ai mis ma photo sur Facebook, actually put my photo on Facebook. Thank you very much for all the people that are actually participating. I didn't have a chance yet to go on Facebook and put the hashtag, so we will... we have to move, my people, move. Okay, so prochaine personne qui va prendre la parole et pour tous ceux qui savent comment que je suis Peggy de suivi communication, c'est important pour moi d'être très organique dans la façon de faire les choses, to be really fluent the way that we do things. Nous avons eu Dr. Vera qui était avec nous et présentement, pourquoi pas faire un retour. Go back to the source is really important to understand why we are doing this today. And j'aimerais dire un peu les paroles de cette femme, de cette grande femme qui est dans notre région ici même à Ottawa et que je peux dire c'est grâce à elle, sa conviction et la façon de faire les choses que ce soir on peut être réunis. I just want to take the time to actually read a little bit of what she wrote on her Facebook page, and I think that woman is fabulous. That woman is always there for everybody around her, and I think that's why she decided to have that gala, that virtual gala. So she said, COVID-19 is dramatically affecting the way that we live, but isn't changing who we are. Elle a marqué que le COVID-19 affecte considérablement notre vie d'aujourd'hui, mais ne change pas qui nous sommes. Elle est heureuse d'avoir eu cette opportunité de lancer le premier gala virtuel. She actually pleased to be able to launch the first ever virtual stay-at-home gala here in Ottawa. S'il vous plaît, tous ensemble, je voudrais qu'on accueille notre vice-présidente exécutive de JCI Canada, the Executive Vice President of JCI Canada, Madame Yvette Hélène Ashley. Bonjour. À vous la parole. I will leave the floor for you. Thank you. I just want to say thank you for this great event.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening, everyone. It is such a pleasure to see you all. On behalf of Junior Chamber International Ottawa, we would like to thank you for being here attending the first ever Stay at Home Gala. Tonight, it's a night to unite, to connect, and to nourish our community. Junior Chamber International Ottawa is part of a global leading network for young people around the world. And we believe that service to humanity is the best work of life. That is the reason why, at the moment when the decision was taken by a small group to start giving back to the community, supporting those who are working to make sure that nobody lacks, we decided as a national organization to join the movement so that we can also support and help the charities that are working very hard to assist the community. So we would like you to be inspired this evening. We would like you to enjoy this evening. We are going to have some very great speakers. You've heard of Dr. Vera Etches. Again, we cannot thank you enough for taking your time. We know you have been so busy, so busy, but yet you are here, and you are really making the difference in this event. So I wish everyone and each one of you a very lovely gala evening, and don't forget to tweet, to go on Facebook, stay at home, red carpet, and just to show your outfit. Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Merci beaucoup, Madame Yvette. So you just heard Ms. Yvette that actually was thanking you, qui vous a dit ce mot de remerciement. Donc, je pense aussi que ça va faire partie de toute l'équipe. I think all the team will be okay for me saying thank you for this great event, thank you for your big heart. Merci pour cet événement, merci pour votre grand cœur de pouvoir partager avec nous. Donc, nous poursuivons ce gala. J'espère que vous êtes toujours là. Donc, peut-être qu'il y a des gens qui sont en train de manger du popcorn. Peut-être qu'il y en a d'autres qui ont des hors d'œuvre à côté d'eux. Donc, j'espère que vous vous amusez à la maison. Le but, c'est vraiment de se mettre ensemble et de pouvoir poursuivre. Donc, on me dit déjà que nous avons notre super héros, comme qu'on peut l'appeler, qui est résident ici même à Ottawa. We actually have a superhero with us that actually lives in Ottawa. So let me introduce you to him. Ralston King. Russell King was elected the first ever Black city councillor in history by election held in April 2019 in Rideau Rockfield and Ottawa City, Ottawa. Ralston est titulaire non seulement d'un baccalauréat en journalisme et en droit et d'une maîtrise en communication de l'université Carleton. Il est un entrepreneur. Il est un professionnel de la communication avec plus de 20 ans d'expérience dans la santé privée en marketing. Communication stratégique et études de marché de haute technologie. Donc, please help me welcome, s'il vous plaît. Aidez-moi à accueillir Monsieur Ralston King.
Hello. Well, good evening, everybody. And thank you for inviting me to the Stay at Home Gala for Ottawa. I'm Ralston King. I'm the Ottawa City Councillor for Ward 13, Rideau Rockcliffe. And I'd really like to welcome and thank everyone who's attending today and who has donated to this amazing cause. As we know, COVID-19, the pandemic, has brought many changes to every facet of the lives of all Ottawa residents. These are challenging times for everyone. The wonderful news, however, is that we are an amazing city which comes together during times of adversity and uncertainty to help one another. As an elected official representing a dynamic community, I've seen this firsthand, the commitment of local residents and nonprofit organizations who've come together to help our residents. Ward 13 has many challenges. We are one of the highest needs neighborhoods in the city. As many people might know, we have some of the highest food bank usage in the country. And now we have, on top of that, 30% more demand because of a lot of people who are out of work. So we have a lot of uncertainty, we have a lot of issues, but residents have stepped up, and this is what's amazing. Their efforts remind us that community remains committed and resilient, and that Ottawa residents will adapt and continue to help each other during this period of uncertainty. And I have an amazing example. Well, I have a huge number of examples. But one amazing example in my ward, which is new, is that the 6 community associations in my ward are coming together. And so they're going to announce really soon that they are working together hand in hand to ensure residents receive the food and services that they need. They had just recently launched a new website called ottawacares.ca. And it's a website that covers my entire ward and Vanier, and allows residents to find key information about how they can volunteer to support our food bank and its services. It has a list of local services, local businesses that are open, so that people can shop local and really support our small businesses, because they will need a lot of help because of the challenges that they're facing. It allows you to have access to mental health resources, activities, particularly for children, and general and financial resources. So I really want to commend these community associations in my ward and in Vanier, who have united together to respond to the public health crisis through the delivery of emergency food and other supports to vulnerable and our most isolated individuals. This work really solidifies the creation of a network of spirited volunteers dedicated to the interconnection of our neighborhoods and to the improvement of the quality of life in our communities during this difficult and extraordinary period and beyond. And before I leave you, I really do want to thank Dr. Etches, who was on earlier, Ottawa Public Health, all of our doctors and nurses and medical support staff, along with first responders, who we actually recognized on Friday with First Responder Day, grocery store workers, food bank employees and volunteers, cleaners, cooks, truck drivers, city staff, and everyone who is working to support the city during this difficult time, so that many of us can stay at home and collectively keep our city safe. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Ralston. Merci, and thank you very much, Mr. Ralston. We are appreciate that you took the time to actually be with us tonight. On apprécie beaucoup le fait que vous avez pris le temps d'être avec nous ce soir. Ça démontre que vous êtes très impliqués. It means a lot to our community, and we can see that you're actually there for your community. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Donc, nous allons... oh, I actually have people already. This was amazing. We love you. Great. This is love for you.
Well, I think it's love for the fact that we recognize what the community is doing. And I think that that's the key. We have a very strong community in Ottawa. We're stronger together. People are coming together and they're working with one another. And I think that that's what's amazing. The first messages that I received were from people who were better, well off, asking what can they do for people who don't have as much. And I think that that really demonstrates the values that really permeate our city, that really define Ottawa.
Good. Thank you very much once again. Merci beaucoup à vous encore une fois. Merci. Donc, nous allons poursuivre avec notre prochain invité. Nous avons... The best part isn't the night in itself, it's the impact in our community. So we want to take the time to say thank you to Nathalie Frenière. She actually is a generous, very generous artist that is actually contributing. She have a contribution to us. It's a piece of art. Donc, on voulait prendre le temps de remercier Madame Nathalie Frenière parce que nous avons une vente aux enchères présentement qui est encore ouverte jusqu'à 9 heures, si je ne m'abuse. Donc, la meilleure partie de cette soirée en tant que telle, c'est l'impact sur notre communauté. Merci encore une fois, Madame Frenière, d'avoir généreusement contribué à la cause avec votre art. Hein? Donc, vous pouvez toujours participer à cette vente aux enchères qui se fait directement, participer activement. So, j'aimerais qu'on m'aide. Please help me welcome Madame Nathalie Lafrenière. Bonjour, Madame Nathalie, comment allez-vous?
Bonjour, bonjour à tous. Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here tonight and to be part of that gala, Stay Home Gala. Et spécialement pour la cause, pour aider. Maintenant, c'est vraiment un temps de besoin, il y a beaucoup de besoins. Et puis, ça m'a beaucoup touchée. It really touched me. And of course, I'm an artist painter, and I paint a lot of hours in my atelier, in my studio. And the painting you just see there is a painting I did 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago for the cause, because it's called Lumière de Vie, Light of Life. And for me, it was like a hope. So it was very important to give hope to people. And I thought j'ai pensé d'offrir l'œuvre pour les causes. Et puis, parce que ça me touche beaucoup et je suis vraiment contente de le faire. Alors, c'est pour ça que j'ai pensé à offrir l'œuvre pour un enfant. Et c'est ça. Et l'œuvre, l'argent total va aller pour les causes, pour la cause maintenant, pour ce soir, pour le gala.
Merci, merci beaucoup de votre générosité. Thank you very much for actually giving that art to us to help others, right?
Exactement.
Oui.
Exactement, parce qu'il y a beaucoup de besoins. Il y a beaucoup de besoins. Et moi, c'était ma façon. It was my way of helping people to give because there's so much need. So I'm very happy to be part of tonight, because it's amazing. It's amazing gala of like so much like nice people, and it's very important to help.
So we're receiving a lot of comments from people. They say beautiful art, love the colors, definitely so much needed. Thank you for your participation.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci de participer. Nous aimons votre peinture. Les couleurs sont ravisantes. Donc, encore une fois, tout au nom de l'équipe, merci beaucoup d'avoir participé.
Ça fait plaisir. Ça fait plaisir. Merci beaucoup.
Donc, on vous laisse. Merci. On va poursuivre avec notre prochaine conférencière. We're actually going to hear our next speaker. Her name is Lisa Anna Palmer. Donc, founder and CEO of the Kathleen Palmer Light, Your Leadership Institute. Lisa Anna Palmer is an international author, speaker, coach and trainer. Lisa s'appuie sur plus de 25 ans d'expérience acquise tout en occupant divers postes supérieurs en ressources humaines et en développement organisationnel, pour aider les clients à gagner en tant que leader centré sur le cœur du 21e siècle. Donc, bonjour Lisa. Bonsoir. We're still in a gala mode, right? So, good evening, Lisa. Thank you very much to be there to support tonight. So the floor is yours. Donc, c'est à vous. Merci beaucoup, Lisa, d'être présente ce soir et de partager avec nous.
Merci beaucoup, Peggy. This evening, I just want to say thank you to JCI. Thank you, Yvette, for organizing this. Thank you, Peggy. I have a simple message because I want to make sure I get it in there, given the time. And that's leadership is for everyone. I wrote a book called Light a Fire in Their Hearts, The Truth About Leadership. And so that is the truth about leadership, that it's not only reserved for people who are in management roles, and formal leadership roles. It's for everyone. Everyone who decides to answer the call to do good. Everyone who wants to be in service of others. And really, I'm just overwhelmed by what I'm seeing around me. So just a small, quick example. Just last week, I took a fantastic, spectacular tumble off a curb and broke my arm and my leg. And that permitted me to see what's behind the scenes at the hospital, from the first responders, to the healthcare workers, to the orderlies, to the x-ray technicians, everybody, heroes. And so we need to really heed their call and follow their instructions and to tap into our own leadership, do good. What are the common things about great people leaders, heart-centered leaders like all of us here today who are supporting this important cause, is that we are able to connect at the human level through compassion, courage, competence, and to share our talents to do good for others. So with that, I'd like to dedicate to you all, to heart-centered leaders, a little short, brief reading that describes what the truth about leadership is. Love and leadership. The truth about great leadership is that at its basis, it is love. Not romantic love necessarily. It is agape, the highest form of love, the love for humanity. It is about caring for and having compassion for people and all living things, recognizing that we are all connected and we are all one. It is about a powerful force that motivates us to do good, to serve and to accomplish something good through and for others, be they employees, clients, colleagues, societies, our neighbors, or anyone who will be touched by the way we lead and by the fruits of our labor. It is characterized as humanity towards others. So with that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for stepping into your leadership. And I'd also like to propose a toast to all the heart-centered leaderships up there. Thank you to all of you. Good night.
There's a lot of message at the same time, but this is what we signed for, and it's okay because people are excited about what's happening. We have people actually have great message for you, Lisa. People say that they love what you just said. Inspired, you inspired us to go further. We love you. There you go. So a lot of people are actually watching and telling you that your message was great. Donc votre message a touché les gens qui sont autour de nous. Et j'ai vu que vous avez trinqué, mais I still didn't choose what I'm going to put inside.
I'll be honest. I'm taking Tylenol free.
This is great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We appreciate that moment with you. And we just want to say thank you. Thank you to have said yes. Thank you for being there tonight with us. Merci beaucoup d'avoir dit oui, d'avoir accepté notre invitation. Donc, merci et à la prochaine. Merci. Thank you. Okay, now, so basically what I'm hearing, I was on the phone right now because they announced me that we are going to move. Donc, qu'est-ce qu'un gala tapis rouge sans avoir un artiste qui nous fait bouger, qui va mettre un peu de gaieté? Parce que oui, aujourd'hui, yesterday, we are actually here to raise some funds for people that are affected with COVID-19. But at the same time, we have a lot of artists that actually here that want to celebrate because they see all the people get together, right? The most important thing is people get together to help. Donc, c'est important de prendre en considération qu'il y a beaucoup de gens qui se sont mis ensemble et entre autres des artistes qui ont hâte de performer. Donc, je regarde un peu partout pour voir. Oui, OK, elle est prête. She's ready. She's ready. OK. Donc, je vous rappelle, you are at the Stay At Home Gala. Vous êtes au gala de rester chez soi, rester chez vous. Donc, je sais qu'il y a encore des gens qui sont présentement sur Facebook, qui ont mis leurs photos. Donc, toute l'équipe qui est présentement, peut-être que vous ne les voyez pas, mais il y a beaucoup. There's a lot of people behind the scene that actually got together to offer you that gala tonight. Donc, roulement de tambour, roll. Are you ready? I cannot hear you, Mr. King. He's still there. Are you ready? Yes. Natalie, are you still there?
Yes.
Yes, good.
Yes.
Lisa, are you still there? Lisa, are you still there? Yes, okay. People, all the people that are actually logged in, that are actually participating, are you still there? Okay, love it, love it, love it. So let's go on with our next artist. She is an award nominee for the Prix Rideau Award and Capital Critics. Jackie is an international theatrical performer and storyteller from South Africa. Jackie a immigré au Canada en 2011 et réside maintenant à Ottawa, où elle est co-créatrice de Origin Art and Community Center. Et avec ces deux sociétés, Jackie a créé de nombreux... Oh, wow! I'm sorry. I just saw her. She looked glamorous. I love it. I'm so sorry about that. Donc, engagée dans la communauté, notamment avec It Is Good. Donc, une femme rayonnante, une femme pétillante. I had the chance to listen to her earlier. And nous sommes très contents de vous accueillir. Donc, encore une fois, aidez-moi à accueillir Madame Jackie Dutoit.
So I was going to say thank you so much for having me participate in this gala. It means so much to me that I can give back in the way that God gifted me with this talent. So thank you so much. And thank you for all the work that you guys are doing. It's so much appreciated. So are you guys ready for a story?
Oh, yes, we are.
Let's begin. Say with me, once upon a time. Say with me, everyone. Once
upon a time.
The time.
Beautiful. Many, many moons ago. I say, many, many moons ago, there was a young girl known as Nombuso. Nombuso came knocking on her grandmother's door. And she went to her grandmother to complain about the hardships that she was going through. Her grandmother, also known as Gogo in Zulu, invited Nombuso inside the house and listened with a tentative heart and ears as Nombuso went on and on and on about all the problems that she was facing. Every time she felt she climbed a hill, another one showed itself, and she just could not get over all the challenges that life was throwing at her. While her grandmother was listening, Nombuso carried on, and the grandmother gently said, Nombuso, can you please fill 3 pots of water and put it on the stove? Nombuso did what her grandmother asked and filled 3 pots of boiling water and put it on the stove and let the water boil. Now, while the water was boiling, Ogogo took carrot, took an egg, and coffee beans. She placed the egg in one pot, and she placed the carrots in another pot, and she placed the coffee beans in another pot, and waited until it all was brought to a good boiling point. And when it was done, her grandmother pulled out the carrot, took out the egg, and left the coffee beans on the side in the water. Nombuso looked at her grandmother and said, "Grandmother, what is this?" Her grandmother looked at her and said, "Nombuso, what do you see before you?" Nombuso said, "Harbo, Gogo, I see carrot, egg, and coffee." Her Gogo said, "Ah, my child, look closely. What you see is egg." She cracked open the egg and saw that the inside was hard. Her grandmother said, "Now touch the carrot." And when Nombuso touched the carrot, it got all mushy and fell apart. And then her grandmother said, "Pour us a cup of coffee." And Nombuso poured 2 beautiful cups of coffee, and her grandmother said, "Now take a sip." Nombuso smiled and took a beautiful sip of coffee and smelled that aroma fill her whole being. And her grandmother said, "Nombuso, which one of these 3 are you going to be? You see, the boiling water is the adversities that we face in life. Are you going to be like the carrot, that before you face that adversity, you go in hard, but while you're facing adversity, you come out and you all mush? Or are you going to be like the egg, with a thin, hard shell protecting its fragile liquid inside? And when you face adversity and you go through that boiling water, you're going to come out hard on the inside, fragile skin on the outside. Oh, Nombuso, are you going to be like the coffee bean? You can change the water and make it delightful for everyone around you. Which one are you going to be? The carrot, the egg, or the coffee bean? And that's my story on during these times, we are faced with a lot of adversities. And like with one of the panelists said earlier, we have a choice when we're facing adversity. We have choices. And my question to you is asking, which one are you going to be during this time? Thank you for listening, and thank you. Keep sharing the love.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup d'avoir participé activement avec nous. I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose, but I'm still thinking about it. Thank you, Jackie. Donc, nous allons poursuivre avec Dr. Ottawa. Donc, she is a professor and pass holder of the Laurier Deza Research Chair in Public Health Nursing at the University of Ottawa. She is a fellow of the American Academy of Nursing and a fellow of the West African College of Nursing. Elle est docteur Ottawa et aussi était coprésidente du groupe de travail national sur la revision des normes des infirmières en santé communautaire au Canada. Elle a été conférencière nationale et provinciale sur ces normes et son leadership en soins infirmiers en santé communautaire. Please help me, s'il vous plaît, aidez-moi à accueillir Dr. Joséphine Ottawa. Bonsoir. Hi, how you doing? Welcome.
Thank you very much.
You can go ahead.
I would like to say thank you so much for putting this together, to all the organizers of this evening. I have already had a wonderful evening. I feel blessed to be part of this great evening and full of energy. Watching your energy, it is infectious. I just feel happy watching you.
Thank you.
And so when Yvette asked me to talk this evening, I thought about all the frontline nurses who are out there working, and I remember March 16th. That was the first day the university asked that, actually that day the university was closed. And I had a number of PhD students who had presentations, and I thought, what are we going to do? We decided to go ahead and do a virtual class. And just the chaos and trying to sort ourselves out for several people presenting from all over the country, whether they're outside Ottawa and everywhere, trying to do this presentation. And so when I was asked to speak at this, I thought, oh, I need to check back on our graduate students to see how they're doing at the front line of care. And so I sent an email to 3 students, 1 master's students and 2 PhD students. I said, I'm going to be talking at this Stay at Home Gala. What does it look like at the front line? Because I knew many of them were in their clinical position. Some were pulled back to actually focus more on what's happening in their different work places. And I was surprised, because one person said, I cannot tell you in email, just I need a time to talk to you on the phone. And she spoke for an hour. And talking about inspiration, that has inspired me to do more, to actually start designing a research study to document some of these stories and to do more than just talking about their story. This person narrated what it feels like being at the front line where many nurses are going in every day and they look like heroes. And in her own words, she said, we are scared, we are afraid. We have our own doubts and concern when you walk in there and you don't know what you're going to face. Sometimes you get in there and you don't even have the equipment. We've been talking about PPE, personal protective equipment. He said, you walk in there sometimes, you don't even have gloves. The gloves have been exhausted, masks been exhausted, but they're calling you, somebody needs you. You know you're going to get infected. And you still go and continue walking. He said it's like being at the war front and you get there and you don't even have your gun or even the proper boots to fight, but you just keep going. He said, I knew that it was wrong. And this particular student who spoke for 1 hour actually got infected because she said this was happening at that front line of care. It's like, he said, and then sometimes you're deployed, so it's deployment. Healthcare feels like war, really war zone. You're deployed to an area where you're not that comfortable. So 2 weeks later, she gets infected. She calls her work. They can't believe it is, no, you're overreacting. She said, no, this is what's going on. She calls the public line, goes and get tested. She's positive. They said, oh, you're self-quarantined. Oh, how can I get self-quarantined? I have a roommate. How's that gonna work? We share one bathroom. And she's just telling me the reality of this. Okay, what are we gonna do? And they start strategizing. And then she puts on the dimension of her family where they are. They're all so worried because no family member can see her. They're not even in Ottawa. And then stigma at work. People are all now saying, oh, she has the COVID. It's just so multi-facet and complex what these people are dealing with. But in the face of all of this, they are inspired to just keep going. They find ways to keep connected. So this person is feeling better now. Actually, she feels better contributing. So I have been engaging her in things, even in her at home. And so for me, today it's about finding meaning. You've given me opportunity to also reflect on what's going on and finding the meaning in all of this chaos called COVID-19. And so as I was preparing, I found this poem that actually was written over 150 years ago. This same poem was rewritten in 1919 during the pandemic of 1919. And I thought this really captures what we're going on and hopefully can be inspiration for many of us as we heal through this. So I'm going to recite that poem. It said, this is timeless. And so it was written in 1869 and reprinted in 1919 during that pandemic. And people stayed at home and read books and listened, and they rested and did exercises and made arts and played and learned new ways of being and stopped and listened more deeply. Someone meditated, someone prayed, someone met their shadow, and people began to think differently, and people healed. And in the absence of people who lived in ignorant ways, dangerous, meaningless, and heartless, the earth began to heal. And when the danger ended and people found themselves, they grieved for the dead and made new choices and dreamed of new visions and created new ways of living and completely healed the earth just as they were healed. Isn't that so true? What we're going through today. I'm hoping that we all can be healed, and even that healing would extend to the earth as a whole. I am actually seeing that even in my own work. We're talking about collecting race-based data. We've been talking about collecting race-based data in Canada for years. I'm seeing more response through this COVID, so there's healing happening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I can actually read some comments right now. Love the poem. Thank you for sharing. We appreciate that time with you. Merci beaucoup d'avoir décidé d'être avec nous ce soir, Dr. Ottawa. We appreciate that moment. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, we are about to experience something great. Nous allons vivre cette expérience de danse. Donc, Samara is a freelance performer and a dance instructor in Toronto. She began her belly dance training with Yasmina Aransi in 1997 and performed with the Arabesque Dance Company in Toronto as the lead dancer for 13 years. Elle a enseigné dans des écoles élémentaires et secondaires, ainsi que dans divers studios de danse et gymnases de Toronto. Ses cours amusants et dynamiques incluent le story ballet, le belly dancing et le bootcamp fusion belly dance. Elle aspire à aider ses élèves à célébrer leur propre corps et à exprimer leur caractère. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome. Alors, nous allons accueillir Madame Christina Jennifer Lee, mieux connue sur le nom Samara.
Can you hear my music?
Yes, we can hear it.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
much for having me.
Congratulations, Samara. You did a great performance. I'm about to dance too. We need to connect.
Let's do it.
OK. Thank you very much. Donc, merci beaucoup à Samara. Je lui disais que j'étais en train, moi aussi, de pouvoir danser en espérant que tous ceux qui nous écoutent présentement, vous ayez du plaisir. Le but aujourd'hui, c'est de ramasser des fonds pour les gens qui sont affectés du COVID. Donc, nous allons poursuivre avec Alexander Michael Gittins. Is an acclaimed author, speaker, and strategist. He has created billions of dollars of worth of solution for over 400 businesses in every corner of the globe. He recent TEDx speaker. Alexander has delivered captivating speeches to thousands of ambitious around the world. Alexandre a reçu de nombreux prix pour son leadership et son dévouement envers la communauté, dont un prix de citoyenneté exclusive du gouvernement fédéral du Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, donc à tous ceux qui nous écoutent, nous allons accueillir présentement Mr. Alexander Michael Gittins. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, Peggy. Can you hear me?
Oh yes, I can hear you clearly.
Well, merci beaucoup, Peggy, pour l'introduction. Et pour toute l'équipe de JCI, merci beaucoup aussi. So, I'm thrilled you decided to pop by. Let me welcome you all into my home. And first, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Like many of you, I come from an immigrant family. My parents met here in Ontario, and they got married. Growing up was a bit of a struggle. There were many challenges. But despite my surroundings for my whole life, I wanted to do something great. I wanted to become someone great. You know what it really is? I just wanted to matter. I always felt like a bit of an outsider. I always felt that people didn't share the same interests as me. I was confused and frustrated. It was such a lonely feeling. And I think that's how a lot of people are feeling right now. A bit lost, isolated, alone. And though things were tough growing up for me, there was something that I looked forward to every day. As kids, we'd walk to school in the morning. The bell would ring, we'd take off our coats and our mittens and our boots, and we'd go to our desk. And before we would start our lessons, we would stand and sing the national anthem. Now, I'm not much of a singer, but I loved that moment, standing as one, reciting such powerful words together. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us, command. Such bold words, such incredible passion, such a beautiful promise. I felt a part of something big and important. And for those few moments each day, I didn't feel so alone. Tonight, my friends, you're not alone. We're staying apart, but we're standing together. After college, I read a book by Viktor Frankl. It changed my way of thinking completely. You see, he had things way worse than I did. He was tortured and starved. He lost his entire family. And yet he wrote that even in the most frightening, inhumane, and challenging situations, life has great meaning. He has a quote that I love. He says, when we are no longer able to change our situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Oh, I gotta say that again. When we are no longer able to change our situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Victor called this the last of the human freedoms. And it's something that no one and nothing can take away from you. And that is the freedom to choose your attitude in any given set of circumstances. There's that word, freedom, the one we used to sing about every day. With glowing hearts, we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. We're strong. We are free. And we're staying apart for a little while, yes. but we're always standing together. My friends in Ottawa, maybe you're like me. You felt lost, isolated, and alone. Maybe you think you're ordinary, just a face in a crowd. Maybe you think for things to improve, your finances have to change. Maybe you're dreaming of a new situation or a new location or a completely new you. But hear it from me. Greatness is not about finding or discovering something that is hidden. It's in the way that you act and react to those challenges of life. And even when things happen that you cannot control, no one except for you gets to choose your attitude towards challenges. Only you do. You have the control. You have the opportunity. And that's the challenge of greatness. When things get hard, am I going to let go of that last freedom? My friends, are we going to let hard times define us? Or are we going to rise to this challenge like Canadians always have throughout the ages, rejecting any notion of failure, defining ourselves by the words of the song we all sing? Tough times don't last. Tough people do. So we're staying apart, but we will all win standing together. It's been such a pleasure connecting with you all. My prayer for you is the same one that as a nation, we all stand and sing. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we accept this challenge of greatness, and we're staying apart just for a little while, but we're on guard, standing together for thee. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Bonne chance et bonne nuit.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Alexander. Thank you very much. What a great spirit. I know there's a lot of comments. Thank you for the great story.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate the time. So great. Thank you. I know you're all over Toronto, right?
Right downtown Toronto.
Great. I was about to say have a safe drive, but
no. Physical distancing, Peggy. Physical distancing.
There you go. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
À la prochaine. Good night.
Bonsoir, ici Mélissa Ouimet. Je suis très heureuse d'être avec vous ce soir pour le Stay At Home Gala. J'ai décidé de vous interpréter ce soir une de mes chansons la plus positive de mon répertoire, celle qui parle de persévérance. I'm really happy to be with you guys tonight for the Stay At Home Gala. And I decided to sing one of my songs, Personne ne pourra m'arrêter. Here we go. On me dira non, ce sera comme hier et comme demain peut-être. Toujours des raisons et des commentaires sur ce que je devrais être. Je me fous des barrières, je vais gagner à ma manière. J'allumerai en moi ce qui survivra au-delà des combats. Personne ne pourra m'arrêter, c'est plus fort que moi. Tu perds ton temps à essayer de m'en briser. Ça déraille, une bataille, mais je reviens toujours à bon port. Qu'on me décroît, qu'on m'aime ou pas, je reste et chante encore. On me mentira, les promesses en l'air ne voleront pas plus loin. Et combien de fois sur les mauvais chemins. Qu'importe la distance, je ne donnerai jamais ma chance. Je trouverai la lumière au cœur de la guerre. Je ne pourrai me taire. Personne ne pourra te chante encore.
Alors, nous venons d'écouter Melissa Ouimet. She actually is a singer. You just hear her actually sings. Her name was Melissa Ouimet that actually decided to perform for us. Thank you very much to have shared that video with us. We have a lot of common, great voice, great songs. So we are happy to hear from you. Mélissa, elle a décidé de participer, même si on est en mode virtuel, elle est encore plus virtuelle. Elle nous a envoyé une vidéo partagée avec nous. Donc, we appreciate that she took the time to send her own video. So, if you want to look at for her name is Melissa Ouimet. Donc, nous sommes présentement presque à la fin. We actually at the end. I just got a little drink going on, so I guess I hope that everybody have their drink. Hi. OK, donc nous allons passer à Madame Nathalie. Nathalie Frenière, vous êtes toujours présente?
Oui, je suis présente.
OK,
je
parfait.
suis présente. Désolée.
We actually can hear you now.
Yes, sorry, I was on.
Great. Donc, before leaving, Natalie, can you tell us more about your art, where we can go to actually continue to bid, because they still have 20 minutes to do that.
Yes.
It's so generous of you to have offered your art. So if you can give more information, that'd be great. Si vous pouvez donner plus d'informations au niveau de l'œuvre d'art. C'est bien l'œuvre d'art en arrière de vous, hein?
Oui, exactement.
Okay, donc je vous laisse la parole, allez-y.
Merci, merci. We can go online to bid. If you go on Stay At Home Gala, Ottawa. I know there's a place to bid. It started at $800. The painting here is worth $1,600.
Wow.
Because I usually in gallery, like where I exhibit in Ottawa or Quebec or New York, or usually it's that price. So we started at like 50%, and hopefully, like, you know, and que ça va monter et quelqu'un va miser pour la cause, parce que c'est important. C'est ma façon pour moi de donner et de faire ma part. Et l'œuvre, c'est une œuvre à l'huile. It's a oil painting, so it's a 30-inch by 30-inch, and it's made with knife, and it's a gallery canvas, so it's quite thick, and it's ready to go.
Ben, merci beaucoup. Thank you very, very much.
It's a pleasure for me.
You have stayed until the end. There's a lot of people that are still there with us. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Donc, nous avons présentement un représentant de JCI. Oui, Ottawa. We saw you earlier, but now we can actually see you. You're like the big guru behind all of this. I think all the team, if you can hear me, the team, wave your hand like this. Go ahead. I know you want to say a little something to the people. Donc, à vous la parole, Monsieur Ranjit. Allez-y.
We have 20 minutes left. My name is Ranjit Matthew. So I'm the past president of Junior Chamber International, Ottawa chapter. On behalf of our team members, let me thank all of you for joining this event. So we still have a few more steps to complete. I'm going to play a national gala. So please be with us. That's going to be a little longer. So whatever time you can spend with us, please join. Thank you so much for everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those information. Donc, Monsieur Rajit vient nous dire qu'il va avoir une continuité à ce gala, qu'il va mettre non seulement les liens et tout ce qu'il y a besoin pour pouvoir vous rejoindre du côté du gala. Donc,
Stay at Home Gala. My name is Erin Sebula, and I am coming to you from my living room in Vancouver, BC. Now, I have to admit, this is probably the last place that I thought I'd be hosting a gala from, but COVID-19 has stopped us in our tracks. It's impacted our livelihood, and it's taken far too many lives. Plus, our country is still dealing with the tragedy that took place in Nova Scotia last week, and our hearts go out to all of you. This pandemic has changed us. It's forced us to look at the way we live our lives, who we want to be and who we want to be when we come out of this. It's changed our day-to-days and our big picture plans. I know that I've certainly spent much more time looking inward at what matters to me: family, friends, love, and yes, food. To be honest, during isolation, when I'm not looking inward, I am looking into my fridge, and I know I'm not alone. But tonight is about breaking up those isolation patterns with something novel, something fun, something glamorous. I mean, we're decked out, right? I mean, even if it's only from the waist up. So let's celebrate, let's inspire, let's connect, and let's really think about who we want to be when we come out of all of this, as individuals, as communities, and as a nation. And speaking of communities, we have 22 communities right now hosting local stay-at-home galas, and we want to give big shout-outs and thank yous to all of you, especially those of you on the East Coast who have been at this for hours, and we're so pleased that you're keeping the energy going. Thank you so much.